The majority of the words we use today are the same ones people have been using for hundreds of years. Over those hundreds of years, however, words change and take on new meanings. Etymology is the study of how words change and where they come from in the first place. The origins of the following 20 words will likely come as a surprise to your unaccustomed modern ears.
Amazing!
Number 20. Lunatic. The word lunatic comes from lunar, as in moon. But why is this word for crazy person associated with the moon? Ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, as well as some of his contemporaries, believed that the full moon could induce insanity by interrupting a person's sleep with its unusually bright light. This belief carried on all the way up until the 1700s, where the moon was also blamed for various illnesses such as fever and epilepsy. Number 19. Berserk. We can thank Norse warriors for this word. Berserkers were Northern European warriors who were said to have fought their battles in bizarre trance-like states. Utterly fearless, they would go to war without armor, choosing instead to wear only the furs of animals. Modern historians have theorized that they induced this intense behavior with the assistance of hallucinogenic mushrooms. Number 18. Jumbo. The reason that we refer to large things as being jumbo is because back in 1880, circus pioneer P.T. Barnum purchased an elephant named Jumbo. The elephant ate 200 pounds of hay every day and weighed 6.5 tons. His caretaker would also give him gallons of whiskey to drink, which seems like an excellent way to be accidentally crushed by a drunk elephant. Number 17. Nimrod. Perhaps you have at some point in your life called somebody a Nimrod. While you meant it as an insult, had you made the same remark before the existence of Looney Tunes, it would have been taken as a compliment. Nimrod was the name of one of biblical Noah's great-grandsons, and came to be a compliment meaning great hunter due to his hunting prowess. However, after Bugs Bunny sarcastically referred to Elmer Fudd as a Nimrod in the episode of the cartoon, it became so much more popular as an insult than it was as a compliment that the original meaning was lost. Number 16. Dude. While Nimrod started off friendly and became insulting, dude started off as an insult and is now harmless. In the late 1800s, the word dude was used to refer to young men who were overly concerned with keeping up with the latest trends in fashion. One commentator, writing in 1883, described a typical dude as having a weak mustache, a cigarette, a 13-button vest, a curled rim hat, and a minaret, 2 watch chains cross the breast. It seems as though hipsters are a truly timeless phenomenon. Number 15. Nightmare. In what is maybe the scariest and most appropriate origin on this list, nightmare comes from a combination of the word night and the Old English word mare. A mare was a type of female demon who would lay on her victims and suffocate them in their sleep. Maybe if you think about this enough, you can actually have a nightmare at night about a mare. Number 14. Avocado. Avocado has its origins in the Aztec word ahuacatl, which means testicle, possibly due to the shape of the fruit or its seed. Interestingly enough, modern science reveals that avocados are a natural aphrodisiac, a substance that stimulates sex drive. Number 13. Cool. Jazz saxophonist Lester Young is said to have popularized the modern meaning of the word cool. Clubs at that time tended to be crowded, smoky, and hot. But there was nothing quite like opening up the window and letting in the cool air. He is also credited with first using the word bread to mean money. Number 12. Idiot. This popular insult is derived from the ancient Greek word idiotes, which referred to a private person who did not take an interest in politics. It was seen as the opposite of citizenship, which meant taking an active role in public affairs. So as long as you voted for anyone, you can rest easy knowing that by the standards of ancient Greece, you can't be called an idiot. Number 11. Phony. Pirates are responsible for passing on the word phony. They would sell fake gold rings, which in British slang were called fawny. Through the magic of fun, seafaring buccaneer accents, we arrived at the modern pronunciation of the word. Number 10. Assassin. Members of a fanatical Muslim sect during the Crusades used to smoke hashish, known today simply as hash, and then murder leaders of the opposing forces. They started going by the name Ashishiyin, meaning hashish users in Arabic. The title for this band of drug-smoking, murderous diehards eventually gave us assassin. Number 9. Sniper. This military term originates from how British soldiers stationed in India in the 1770s found it difficult to accurately shoot the snipe, a type of bird. The birds were so difficult to shoot because of their natural camouflage and erratic flight patterns. The next time someone offers you to go on a snipe hunt, you may want to bring along a Navy SEAL. Number 8. Thong. The word thong comes from the Old English thwong, which meant a flexible leather cord. Other languages use various euphemisms. In Portuguese, it is fio dental or dental floss. In Bulgarian, prashka or slingshot. In Chinese, it is dingziku, which roughly means tea-letter pants. Number 7. Lord and lady. Our modern word lady literally translates to bread kneader in the Old English it stems from. The word's male counterpart, being lord, literally translates from bread keeper, so they essentially relate to the old traditional household responsibilities of men and women. It's probably a good thing that it evolved into lady, as the bread kneader and the tramp and my fair bread kneader just don't sound as good. Number 6. Tragedy. The word tragedy is formed by combining the Greek word tragos, meaning goat, and oid, meaning song. It is unknown why goat song came to have this definition, and there are various inconclusive theories. Just what sort of a life did ancient goats truly lead that this word came to be named after their songs for thousands of years? Number 5. Jaguar. The majestic jaguar's original name is derived from the Native American word jaguar, which means he who kills with one leap. So it's very important that you stay behind the bars at the zoo and avoid trips to the Amazon. In some Native American mythologies, the Lord of the Underworld was depicted as a jaguar. Number 4. Clue. Clue is derived from the Middle English word clue, which was a ball of thread. While this may seem unrelated, it obtained its modern definition because the word clue came to be used as a metaphor for finding your way through a maze, similar to how clue helps one solve a problem. Number 3. Disaster. Disaster is a direct combination of the Greek dis, meaning bad, and aster, meaning star. The ancient Greeks blamed misfortunes on the positions of the stars due to their astrological beliefs, and so we now inadvertently blame them too, which is unfortunate, as they never really meant any harm. Number 2. Spinster. Spinsters, as could have possibly been guessed by the name, used to be women who spun wool. The women in this line of work were usually unmarried, and so it became a general term for women who were single despite being of an age where most women were already married. It became so commonplace, in fact, that the English government used it in court documents all the way up until the early 1900s. Number 1. Robot. The word robot literally means serf labor in Czech, and it was writer Karel Čapek who popularized the term in his 1920 play R.U.R. Rossum's Universal Robots. The play is about a factory which creates artificial humans for labor, and what happens when a few of them become self-aware and incite a worldwide revolution against their human masters. Hopefully, by the time we create an intelligent robot in the real world, we'll have thought of a good excuse to tell it about why this is the source of its name. So you can see now that words have the potential to change drastically over time. What will the words we use now mean to the people of the future?